It's the Talking Shit Show.
G'day and welcome there to our viewers, and welcome to the Talking Shit Show. I'm Merv Hughes, I'm your host. I can assure you this show will do exactly what it says on the box. Joining us on the maiden voyage of four people who absolutely love a chat. How good are they at talking shit? I'll be the judge of that. First up we have the entertainment guru on Channel 9 and Smooth FM DJ, Richard Wilkins. Richard, welcome along.
Oh, thank you, Merv. Very nice to be with you. Gee, they got the right man for the job.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. It was only because other people weren't available, I think. Children's book author, broadcaster and comedian Wendy Harmer.
Hello there, Merv. How great to see you.
Wendy, great to have you on board. AFL great contemporary artist Gavin Wanganeen.
G'day Merv, how are you?
Well, it's lovely to meet you guys. It's great to have you on the show. And Ginni, you're here for a little bit of credibility. There's no doubt about that.
G'day Merv, how are you?
What?
Whoa.
What are we, chopped liver?
Now, Wendy and Richard, I don't mean to upset you, but Ginni is a resident expert and she is here to add some credibility to what we're actually talking about. You add credibility to the crap that we're going to talk on that show, and that's why you're here.
I can still talk shit with the rest of them.
But of course, before we start, we need to get a word from our sponsor.
Australia. Do you have an unopened envelope like this in your home? It could be sitting with the junk mail alongside those coupons you meant to clip last week, or month, or maybe last year. Maybe you put it somewhere safe in your bathroom so you could open it at just the right time. Well, wait no longer. Introducing the not-so-scary contents of the free National Bowel Cancer Screening Kit. Look how unmenacing it is. This safe, discreet and convenient home test kit provides you with everything you need to ensure you enjoy the full extent of your natural life. Don't let bowel cancer target you. If you're aged between 50 and 74, this envelope has everything you need to get ahead of Australia's second deadliest cancer and keep on living your best life. What's that? You can't find the envelope? No worries at all. Call now or log onto the World Wide Web today and we'll organise a replacement absolutely free.
Thanks to the Australian Government and the Department of Health for putting on this show with the Jodie Lee Foundation. That ad though, guys, really. What do we think?
Well, you didn't overspend on the budget, Merv, which is good. But mind you, I love the Lazy Susan. Makes me feel hungry. I feel like a Sanchoy Bao, you know what I mean? How good would that be?
All jokes aside, every Australian over 50 gets this envelope in their letterbox. Part of the National Bowel Cancer Screening Program. I've got no idea why you get it when you're 50, and that's why we've got the doctor on board. Now, Ginni, can I call you Doc?
Love being called Doc.
Okay, Doc, why, when we turn 50, do we get the screening, the bowel cancer screening kit?
Because statistically, that's when you're most at risk of having bowel or colorectal cancer. Although the stats have been going up in those younger people, like 50 to 55s. But at this point, biggest bang for your buck, doing it after the age of 50.
And this is why the Australian Government has got a bunch of loudmouths over 50-year-olds, and Gavin Wanganeen, of course, to give Aussies over 50 shit until they do the home screening test.
Merv, I'm loving getting this in the mail, quite frankly, because the last thing I got from the government was a fine for not voting in the local council election. So,
Well, Wendy, you've only got yourself to blame for that one. Now, the first segment of the show, guys, and I am the sole scorer and judge, and no discussions will be entered into. This segment is Merv talking shit? Righto, I can tell you I'm going to read out 3 stories. All I need from you is a true or false, and the scoreline is 10 points for each correct answer. So fact or crack, true or false, let's get into it. So first story, guys. When I first got into the Australian Test team, my captain, Alan Border, thought I was an absolute pest. In fact, he thought I was the biggest pest in Australia, and he named me Fruit Fly. Crap or fact?
absolutely on the money. Buzzing around, making a pest of yourself, sticking your little nose in where it's not wanted, giving advice. Yeah, I can see it.
I don't think AB would do something like that. That sounds... I'm sure you're a pest, but I don't think he would have called you that.
Yeah, sounds about right to me. I think I can remember some footage just in the old memory bank, you pestering some of those West Indian bowlers, those big tall fellows. But anyway, yep.
Hate to double down on all the rhetoric, Merv, but unfortunately I'm going true. I'm still trying to perfect my Merv stretch, but I reckon you would have been a massive pest.
Yes, that is in fact true.
Oh, come on.
So that's fact. That is absolute fact. Now, second question, and because I'm the host, it's about me again. In 1988, I took a test hat-trick at the Gabba. It was over 3 overs and 2 days, and it's one of the more unique hat-tricks taken in Test cricket. Fact or crap?
Partly true and partly false. I mean, it could be true, but it's not the greatest achievement in Test cricket. I'm torn. I'm going with, yeah, I'll give it to you.
Well, mate, I have some problems with this story. Being the cricket historian that I am, there are elements that are true, but basically the story is crap.
Thank you. Gavin?
I reckon it's true because I can remember you taking a hat-trick, mate. Probably only once in your whole life, but yeah, you've got one there somewhere.
And Ginni?
Oh, look, I'm no cricket historian, but I do back Richard, so I'm going crap as well. I would say I can't tell the difference between the Gabba and the Whacker, and I would just say you would never want to take a hat-trick in the clacker.
That is in fact crap. It was at the Whacker. Richard, you're all over it. Wendy, you're wrong. Gavin, I'll probably give you half a point because you were non-committal. Now the third story. This one's not about me, but absolutely has affected people in my life. This story is about bowel cancer. Am I talking crap or fact when I say bowel cancer is the second deadliest cancer in Australia? Crap or fact?
I reckon that is absolutely on the money, Merv. And I don't know why we don't have Brown Ribbon Day, quite frankly. We've got the pink ribbon. We should have the brown. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's not the time for mucking around, is it? I think it's sad but true. I think you're 100% right, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, I think it's 100% right as well, guys. I think we've underestimated, statistics with bowel cancer.
Yeah, everyone's right. They might be shit talkers, but on this matter, they're actually correct.
100% correct. You've clean sweep that. That's amazing, though. The bowel cancer kit is sent out when we're 50, and how many people, Jenny, did you say don't complete the kit?
Yeah, so only altogether 43% of Australians mail it back, but in that first year, 30%. That is a really crap number. And when you think about the fact that bowel cancer, if you catch it early, it's got a great prognosis. We can actually get rid of 9 out of 10 of them. But if we catch it late, at the 5-year mark, only 14% of us are going to be alive. So it's worth doing the test because you can actually catch it early and change the trajectory of your entire life.
And Ginni, in our Indigenous and Torres Strait Islander communities, only 23% are getting screened compared to fellow Australians at 43%, as you mentioned. So we'd encourage our Indigenous and Torres Strait Islander mobs out there to see their doctors and get tested more regularly.
Here, Gavin. I think when it comes to mob, they are getting diagnosed later. Their prognosis is worse. They are dying unnecessarily of lots of things, but including bowel cancer. It's really tragic.
Thanks for those stats there, Doc. They're very relevant. Very relevant. And Gavin, as you said, 23% of Aboriginal Torres Strait Islanders compared to 43%. We need to lift that percentage. So let's have a quick look at the scoreboard. Richard Wilkins on 20 points. Wendy Harmer on 20 points. Gavin Wanganeen, I'll give him 25 because he got a question half right.
You did get the hat-trick, I just got the venue wrong.
That's right. And Jenny, clean sweep, you're 30 points, you're in the lead.
Oh. So I'm last.
We've got to go to an ad break, guys.
Are you sick and tired of getting mail you didn't ask for? Bills and fines and catalogues clogging up your mailbox. It never ends. What if we told you you could send one of those envelopes back to where it came from? Well, look no further than the National Bowel Cancer Screening Kit. Delivered to every Australian between the age of 50 and 74, this unique piece of mail from the Department of Health is one envelope the government really, truly wants you to return to sender. Simply open the envelope, follow the 4 easy steps within, and mail back your completed test absolutely free.
Until this arrived, I thought I only ever got crap in the mail. Now I get to send 2 back. Thanks, National Bowel Cancer Screening Kit. You're the best.
Everyone loves a good top 10. And in this segment, we've surveyed Australians to find out the top 10 signs you know you're 50. The answers are hidden on this board. We've got the top 10 answers. Now, contestants, if you get close enough, I'll give it to you, but we'll see how we go. 10 points for a correct answer. And Wendy, let's kick it off with you.
What about you know you're over 50 when you start buying glasses at the chemist or the airport?
Oh, mate, you're spot onto it. You start trying on glasses at the chemist. It's number 8. Wendy, you're on the board with a correct answer.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Well done. Richard?
Well, you know you're over 50 when your kids start having kids.
Well, I'll give you that one because you have children who are adults. So I'm going to give you that one,
Yeah,
Richard.
well, you hope so.
So that's number 7.
Thank you.
Very good. Gavin?
Some of the signs that are coming to you when you know you're 50 are when you start caring about your health a lot more.
Oh, it's right in there. Caring about your health. It's number 10. You've just scraped in.
Oh, wow.
Well done, Gavin. So, Jen?
Okay, I reckon you know you're 50 when you go to a restaurant and you pull out your mobile phone not to take a picture of the food or a selfie, but to read the menu.
Yes, she's got it, surely.
100%.
That's firstly to do with, so I've just got to check mine, and it's you need the live on your mobile phone to read menus in restaurants. I tell you what, guys, you're killing it. Now, back to you, Wendy.
All right, how about you know you're over 50 when you record Gardening Australia and watch later and you start knowing all the names of plants.
Oh, that is so true and funny.
So true.
No, I can't accept that. I'm sorry. Richard?
You know you're over 50 when you start caring more about your superannuation than your dinner party on Saturday night.
Richard, you're spot on. So it's down at number 9. You start caring more about the health of your super than anything else.
There you go.
So you're all over that. Now, Gavin?
Hopefully, I'm not too sure if this one's in there, but you know you're 50 when you start falling asleep, like at meetings or in conversations.
I've been doing that for bloody 20 years.
You all need a sleep apnea test. That's not turning 50, that's sleep apnea.
Listen, Gavin, you're probably right, but it's not on our top 10.
Gee.
Now, Jenny, have you got something for us?
Merv, it's got to be getting in the mail from the government your poo test, your bowel cancer screening test. It's just got to be the sign that you've turned 50.
And look at that. It is number 1. Dr. Jenny, you are all over it. The top sign you're turning 50 is when you get the National Bowel Cancer Screening Home Test Kit in the mail. And
This game's rigged.
no, it's not at all. She's an expert, of course you'd know that. And the big thing about that is don't put it in a cupboard, don't put it in a bin. Read what's required, do what's required, and send it back, please. Very important. But guys, what we've got to do is got to go through the rest of the... So number 2, you find making noises helps you get off the couch.
Yeah.
Number 4, you are constantly remarking about how fast the year is going.
It'll be Christmas before we know it.
Number 5, you find yourself crying at emotional and unemotional things. And number 6, you get offered seats by young people on public transport, which, to be honest, doesn't happen all that much these days.
Hey, Merv, I've got a really good one for our 11th.
Yeah?
And that would be wearing your reading glasses on your forehead.
Oh, Gavin, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. We'll move on to our next segment.
Hey, Gavin.
What do you mean?
Gavin, shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
I've got to get that one in, guys. Come on, you know.
Oh, you've hit a nerve there, Gavin.
You've hit a Merv there.
So, I tell you what, we've had some good points there. Well, Wendy, you've got 10 points. Richard, 20 points. Gavin, 20 points. Ginny, because you got the number 1, I'm going to give you first correct answer plus 40 points. 60 points, Jen. You're killing it, Doctor. And that's why you're on the show. You are the expert.
I've never won anything in my entire life. I'm so excited right now.
So let's take that on board. We'll be back after this break.
Hi, you're with Sam at Wow. You'll be saying wow at least 2 times after you use this amazing free bowel cancer screening kit from the Australian government. Count them. Not 1, but 2 potentially life-saving test tubes inside. Along with the tubes, you'll find an illustrated guide to help you get the most out of your test kit. But don't take my word for it. Hear from some real people.
Wow, I can't believe I was putting it off for so long. I feel so relieved.
When I opened the envelope up and took the contents out, I went, wow, this really isn't a big deal.
You'll be saying wow too, as every Aussie aged 50 to 74 is eligible to receive the kit for free. If you haven't received yours or can't find it, call the number and request a replacement test today. But wow, there's more! Open your kit and you'll discover we've handled the postage on your test return absolutely free. That's a free kit, plus free postage and handling. Don't say oh, say wow, and beat bowel cancer by completing or requesting your test today.
Guys, in the final game, we take a trip down memory lane. You'll get a chance to answer a series of questions that will really test the nostalgia bone. Again, 10 points for a correct answer. You've got your whiteboards. Write the answers down on the whiteboard. Let's get into it. In 1985, a Sony CFS 230 cassette boombox was what price?
Ooh. I would say $230.
$230. Gavin?
Yeah, I reckon back in the day, that's a lot of money back in, 1985, so $55.
55. Richard? You're the muso.
$259.99.
$259.99. And Ginni, what's your answer?
I've gone for $60.
$60. Well, I tell you what, at $59.99, and by today's standards, $85. Ginni, you were the closest, so you get 10 points.
Wow. Well, obviously, I've got to put mine on eBay then. You know, I mean, I've still got I'm still using mine.
I was paying mine off on lay-by, obviously.
Okay, guys, moving on to question 2. What was the number 1 selling car in Australia in 1987? Was it Ford or Holden? What do we got, Wendy?
I reckon Ford, I'm going with.
You are correct. Richard?
Oh, well, hang on. Well, hang on.
So you are incorrect. Gavin?
Yeah, I'm incorrect, obviously.
Ginni, what did you go for?
I kind of cheated. I heard Wendy.
Well, because you're our resident expert, I'm going to accept your answer, Ginni.
Yay!
And that's 10 points to you.
And I didn't copy from Wendy at all. But,
Oh, Richard, you've made me laugh. You've got 25 points there, mate.
wow!
That's very good.
I tell you what, Fruit Fly, it does not pay to be correct on this program.
No, just make me laugh. And plus, we all know who's going to win. So you guys, Gavin, Richard and Wendy, you've got no chance. And now, for the final question. Who had the best-selling single in the ARIAs chart in 1989? Extra points if you can tell me the name of the song. So if you can write this down, just hold your answers down until I come to you. And let me know when you've written your answers down, please. And Wendy, let's kick it off with you.
Okay, well, I'm going with Prince, Purple Rain.
Purple Rain, incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Gavin?
Well, don't laugh at me, guys, but back in 89, 90, remember Roxette? Joyride?
Yep.
Join the Joyride.
Yes, Gavin, you are incorrect. Ginni, what have you got for us?
I've gone Aussie, but I don't know any of his songs. So I'm just going to give the name of the singer.
The horse is the original start.
Yeah, okay, I'll do a horse.
I'll tell you what, you would have got points if you had written down Greedy Smith, Mental as Anything, the nips are getting bigger, but that is incorrect. Now, Richard, our musical guru, surely you've got the answer. What have we got?
Madonna!
Like a surgeon.
You are absolutely correct, Richard, and that's why you are the entertainment guru on Channel 9.
Surgeons and virgins, I always get them muddled up. Sorry.
Thanks everyone for tuning in or clicking in, however you got here. Thanks for seeing us through to the end of the show. As for our winner, I think that everyone knows who the winner is.
Well, thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, look, I really appreciate it. I just want to thank all the other competitors.
Richard, I think you've jumped the gun. I think you jumped the gun there. In fourth place, Wendy.
Oh, well, never mind. I'll tell you what, though, Merv, I'm signing up for Brown Ribbon Day. I'm there front and centre, so thanks for having me.
It's about raising awareness. That's what we're doing. Third place, Richard Wilkins.
Can you put that back in the pool room, please?
Second place, Gavin Wanganeen.
Oh, I'll take that. But in all seriousness, everyone out there, get your bowel screening test done. It's very serious.
It's an important thing to do, especially Australian males that live in country areas. Please get it done. And our winner of the first Talking Shit show, Dr. Ginni Mansberg. Woo! Well done, Jen. We're going to send this magnificent trophy out to you.
All tribute here, Ginny. Oh, they're all yours.
What do you got to say for yourself, Jen?
Merv, I'm completely honoured to be the winner of the inaugural, hopefully not the last Talking Shit show. Knowing that I'm one of the best shit talkers in Australia is just something my mother will be really, really proud of. Seriously though, Merv, bowel cancer is completely shit, but it's also really deadly serious. But the good news is we can beat it, and in fact 9 out of 10 we can get rid of altogether if we catch it early. And that's why we want every single Australian who turns 50 and then every 2 years after that to do the bowel cancer screening test, the poo test, as we all know and love, and send it back where it came from, because it might just save your life. It is as simple as that.
Well, you're right there, Jenny. If this show saves one life, that's amazing. And if the show goes viral, I'll blame Wendy. Seriously though, I've just got a little story to talk you through and why I became involved with this, Talking Shit and the bowel cancer campaign. About 12 months ago, I lost a very good friend of mine through bowel cancer. He'd just turned 50. It was in his family. His father passed away of it about 5 years previous. He went out, had the test and found out that he had bowel cancer. He was 45 years old, fought a hard fight, but sadly succumbed to that. So I think every Australian has a story about someone they know, a relative, and that's why it's important, guys, that we get out there. If you get this home test kit in the mail, don't throw it in the bin, don't put it in the drawer, get it done and send it back. It's very important. 50%, less than 50% of Australians do that. They send it back. Let's change the game, Australia. Talking shit is what Aussies do well, and let's talk shit seriously about bowel cancer for a second. It's a free test. It's done in 4 easy steps. It's free to send back. It can save your life. Wendy, thanks to you, Gavin, Richard, Dr. Ginni for being on board. I'm Merv Hughes, and I hope I've done my test in time. Now it's your turn, Australia. Thanks for talking shit seriously.
It's the Talking